Chenzhou's father, Jianjun.
King He.
Yesterday, I was wrong. I misspoke. Today is our 8th anniversary.
All of this.
I prepared it all for you. Forgive me.
Okay? A slap in the face.
And then a sweet, is that it?
That's enough. So what if Chengzhou had another woman and a child out there? Besides, it's your own fault for being useless. You can't blame anyone else. The Wei family's lineage cannot end here. Chengzhou has already apologized to you. What more do you want? Su Qinghe, a woman must know when to back down.
Know my place?
Qinghe,
Where is your wedding ring?
Are you throwing a tantrum?
deliberately not wearing it.
It's fine.
I got you a new one.
Where's the ring? Right here. You're out.
What are you doing here? Didn't we agree?
That you stay home today and get some rest. Yes, but nothing is more important. Nothing is more important than your business.
I heard you say yesterday.
That you needed this.
When I woke up this morning, I saw it left on the nightstand.
So I rushed over to bring it to you.
Chengzhou哥,
I'm a bit thirsty. Could you?
give me a glass of water.
Sure.
Have a seat first.
I'll go get it for you.
I'll go take this call.
You and Yura should have a nice chat.
Sister 清河, hello. 韩江韵嚷.
This
is what Chengzhou prepared for your 8th anniversary, a custom-made ring. This new design is indeed much better than the old one. It looks more beautiful and more eye-catching.
sister. What do you think?
Sister 清河,
I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have gotten drunk and slept with Mr. Wei. I didn't mean to do it.
I beg you, please.
Let me give birth to this baby.
As long as you let me.
Keep the baby.
Even if the child
Has to live with you. I can accept that. What are you trying to do? I don't want anything.
I only beg you.
So let me keep the baby.
You'll get up quickly. Come on. Su Qinghe.
If you have any grievances, take it out on me. Why are you making things hard for Yura?
Ridiculous.
You.
Su Qinghe! Su Qinghe, I used to think you were a kind person. I didn't expect you to be so vicious.
You actually forced a pregnant woman
To kneel before you. Let me tell you this today. Her child with Chengzhou. Our Wei family has accepted it. If anything happens to them, I won't let you off the hook.
Qinghe, your hand. Chenzhou.
My stomach hurts so much. I can barely breathe.
Yura.
What's wrong?
Maybe.
It was because I got too agitated just now.
Come on, let's get you to the hospital.
Let's go. Come. Easy now. Sister.
You're back. Chengzhou is in the kitchen cooking bird's nest soup for me. Would you like a bowl?
Qinghe, the doctor said Yura has been.
Suffering from prenatal depression lately, and she hasn't been sleeping well.
So I thought.
About bringing her to stay with us.
So I can take good care of her.
I promise you, once she gives birth, I'll have her leave immediately.
Of course. Please sign the project proposal.
Oh.
Chengzhou哥,
I'm hungry.
when will it be ready?
It'll be ready soon. Date. It'll be ready soon. Sister,
Chengzhou said,
in the future,
for the sake of me and the baby, he will learn how to cook and take good care of us. Well then, congratulations. Chengzhou said, I could choose any room I want here. This one looked the biggest, so I chose it. Chengzhou哥, throw out these extra things, so he just threw them all out.
sister,
Could this be the marital home you and Chengzhou were going to share?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
I'll move out right away.
No need.
It suits you well.
Sister.
Are you looking for this? I thought this thing brought bad luck.
And where did it might harm?
The baby in my womb. So I mentioned it to Chen Zhou. He told me I could do whatever I wanted with it. Qinghe, who is this? Could it be your mother?
I'm so sorry.
Qinghe, I didn't mean to. It just slipped. Qinghe,
What are you?
what are you doing? Qinghe, stop.
Please, no. You're all.
The bird's nest soup is ready.
Chen Zhou哥, save me.
Come on, get up.
Su Jinghe,
Have you had enough?
how much more?
Do you want to hurt her?
Are you trying to kill our baby before you're satisfied?
You're all.
Are you okay?
I feel like
I can't breathe. My stomach hurts so much.
I'll take you to the hospital right now.
I won't let.
Anything happened to our baby?
Somebody.
Drag Su Jinghe.
To the utility room and lock her up overnight.
And keep the lights off.
Have you forgotten?
That I have claustrophobia.
Are you trying to kill me?
So what?
You hurt Yurao, so you must pay the price. Let's go.
Wait, Chen Zhou!
Let go of me.
Help! Someone, help! Hurry, take me to the hospital.
President Wei.
President Su said she's hurt. She needs to go to the hospital.
Don't believe her.
She must be faking it.
Remember this.
Without my order, no one is allowed to open the door.
Congratulations, Mr. Wei. Both mother and baby are safe.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Qinghe.
Shaman.
Uncle Zhou.
Sorry to trouble you. Don't worry.
Baby's full moon banquet, October 30th, 2025.
Why are you throwing a tantrum again?
Come here, baby.
President Wei, something is wrong.
President Su is getting married, and it's today.
What did you say? Say that again. Who is getting married today?
President Su is getting married today.
What?
The invitation arrived this morning. It was sent by President Su. The date is today.
You've got to be kidding me.
You're saying Su Qinghe is getting married today?
How is that even possible? International Grand Hotel. How could Qinghe possibly?
Marry another man.
She is my wife. We aren't even divorced yet.
She must still be angry about what happened a few days ago.
So she did this on purpose.
Using this invitation to test me. I've told her before. I won't get divorced. I will never divorce her.
Sorry.
The number you dialed cannot be reached at the moment.
Please try again later.
We've been married for 8 years. Every day, Qinghe would text me, good morning and good night. No matter how busy she was, no matter how late she worked, she would always text me. But in the month since the baby was born, Qinghe has never called me once or sent a single message.
Chen Zhou哥, please don't worry. Today is the baby's 1-month celebration. So many people are watching us. Besides, I think Qinghe did it on purpose. She wanted to embarrass us today. So she made this fake invitation. Otherwise, why didn't she send it yesterday? Or tomorrow? Why did it have to be today? I think Qinghe is actually quite scheming. 成州哥, what are you doing? You're hurting me.
Listen to me.
Only Su Qinghe is my wife.
And you,
Are just someone who threw herself at me. A mere tool to bear my child.
from now on.
If I ever hear you say a bad word about her again,
I'll have you thrown out of the country immediately.
A mistress is just a mistress, and she actually thought she could replace the wife. President Wei and Miss Su built their company from scratch and have 8 years of real history.
A canary is just for fun.
In terms of capability,
Miss Su lives this. Dependent mistress, miles behind.
what have I done?
Behind my wife's back, I got another woman pregnant with my child and tried to have the baby in secret. I even brought that other woman into our marital home. Worst of all, I actually laid hands on Qinghe. I once promised would never cry or get hurt or suffer the slightest grievance. I have betrayed her completely. What on earth have I done?
Go check.
Look into the fake invitation and find out where my wife is right now. I don't care how you do it. Tell me her location right now.
Yes, sir.
Once I find Qinghe, I will definitely earn her forgiveness. If once doesn't work, then twice. If twice doesn't work, then 100 times.
As long as I change,
We will surely go back to how we were. An 8-year relationship.
I don't believe Qinghe.
Can just let it go like that.
Mr. Wei,
The Civil Affairs Bureau said you and Miss Su have already processed the divorce. Your marriage is now dissolved. Miss Su's current marital status is married.
divorced.
When did I get divorced? How come I didn't know? Even if I signed it. We didn't go to the Civil Affairs Bureau for the certificate. How could it count as ending the marriage? There must be some mistake. What?
Cousin,
I haven't congratulated you yet on finding a new love and welcoming your baby.
What nonsense are you talking about?
tell me.
What's going on with my divorce certificate?
Weren't you in the hospital back then, accompanying my new sister-in-law during her confinement? When I called you, you went and agreed. You said you were too busy to come, so I just went ahead and stamped it for you. Miss Su's current marital status is married.
Chenzhou,
This baby is so beautiful.
he looks just like you.
Yeah. I'm taking care of Yura during her postpartum recovery.
I'm hanging up now.
So, I really did agree to the divorce that day.
Qinghe,
Why did you want a divorce? Why did you hide this from me? You knew perfectly well that I didn't want a divorce. Are you really leaving me? Qinghe, I never stopped loving you. I was wrong. I was so wrong. Where on earth are you?
President Wei and President Su were known as the perfect couple in our circle. I can't believe they split up just like that.
It's all because of that homewrecker, Jiang Yurao. Ruining someone else's marriage.
how shameless.
Yeah, that's so awful.
Totally shameless. Seriously, disgusting. Unbelievable.
Are you ready to marry me? My princess sister.
When we were kids, you insisted that I walk to and from school with you. Whenever I refused, you would call me princess sister over and over. Back then, did you already have feelings for me?
I did.
But then, my family forced me to go abroad. For 4 whole years, I had no way of contacting you. Then you went to college in the south and married Wei Chengzhou, so I never disturbed you again. After that, I tried my best to keep my distance.
You and Wei Chengzhou,
Appeared together in public.
your princess is ready to marry her knight in shining armor.
What do you think you're doing?
Wei Chengzhou?
Qinghe,
Since you're so eager to drop off your wedding gift money, Mr. Wei, please head to the reception desk on the 1st floor.
thank you.
I'm here to take you home.
Home.
What home? We have already registered our divorce. Where is this home you speak of?
I never intended to divorce you. You tricked me into signing those papers.
Wei Chengzhou,
You're a grown man. How could I trick you into registering the divorce? And trick you into signing the papers? If you've forgotten, then let me jog your memory.
was it because
You were too busy cooking for your mistress.
or because?
You were too focused on keeping her happy.
Yes, I admit it.
I let my lust get the better of me for a moment. But I love you. My kindness to Zheng Yuan.
Was only because
She is the mother of my child.
that's the only reason I.
Wei Chengzhou, I hadn't even come to settle scores with you yet. And yet you have the nerve to show up at my door.
Just as well.
It's time to settle all our accounts, old and new.
Let's settle all the scores. Since you couldn't love Qinghe properly, and couldn't remain faithful to her, then you shouldn't have gotten involved with her.
Do you have any idea how many men would have loved to marry Qinghe?
I didn't. For the sake of an outsider.
You locked Qinghe in the basement.
I utterly despise you.
If I had known this day would come 8 years ago,
I would have done whatever it took at your wedding.
To take Qinghe away!
Steal her. That depends on whether you have what it takes.
Let me tell you,
Su Qinghe loves me. And she loves only me. She was just acting out of anger. That's why she married you. Sooner or later, I will win her back. When that day comes, you'll be the one crying.
Wei Chengzhou!
Wei Chengzhou, you really deserve to die.
You have no idea.
How much more I love her than you do.
Rest assured.
I will never give you that chance.
Wei Chengzhou, what right do you have to say you love me? Do you know, the day I first saw you and Jiang Yuyao together at the hospital, I felt like I was going out of my mind. Yet I still had to act, forgive, and understanding in front of you. I had to grit my teeth and swallow my pain. But that was the only time I told myself, only this once. I will never forgive you again. When I saw you and Jiang Yuyao together at the hospital again, I had already stopped loving you.
Jinghe, I was wrong. I know I was wrong. I am the one who let you down. I failed our relationship.
I only came here today.
To apologize to you. Will you come home with me? Let's start over. Can we go back to our college days? I swear, I'll cut ties with Jiang Yurao right now. I don't even want that child anymore. I promise no one will ever come between us again.
I know,
You won't forgive me.
but I beg you.
Give me a chance to make amends, okay?
It's impossible. It's over between us forever. Did you know? My illness is cured.
On that very day, when I saw you,
With Jiang Yurao at the hospital.
Qinghe,
What did you say? You're cured. Does that mean we can have our own children now?
too bad.
I don't want you anymore.
No,
Jinghe, you're just angry with me, right?
I find you disgusting.
Security!
let go of me. Qinghe,
Jinghe, I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. Please don't marry someone else. I beg you. I can't stand you marrying someone else. Please, I'm begging you, Jinghe.
Didn't you say I'm too old and sick, and that no one would want to marry me? Wei Chengzhou, your love is the kind that fades over time. Why would I ever repeat the same mistake? Lin Feng has loved me for so many years, so I deserve someone better. You don't deserve me. Take him away.
Qinghe, I wish you and Lin Feng a lifetime of happiness and that you grow old together.
thank you, Mom.
We missed 8 years. But at this moment, we're finally together.
The bride and groom will now exchange rings. Jinghe!
就我年開小將你了，你老姐幫你生還將你，小將你看風難辦得了，平常那明白的痛，插滿零件上騰的零件房，像你的头脑长领路，好像你在寒冷的海能将同样尖锐，写满了风雨，那么是往海深情的，那么是流中坦荡着的拉卷，看着地窗望穿着万家横桥，一条梦中那是流浪唐浪城，庆贺，庆贺。
Qinghe,
I won't give up on us. We have 8 years of history. I know I made a mistake. But after all these years,
I don't believe.
You can throw it all away.
the Wei Group is our life's work. Just like our child.
Qinghe,
How could you bear to leave it behind?
Qinghe, I'll make you.
Come back to me.
Qinghe, you must be tired today.
I'm not tired. I'm so happy today. I don't feel tired at all.
Alright, okay.
I'll go to bed now. This room has great soundproofing. So you two newlyweds, don't worry about keeping me awake.
Good night. Good night.
Get my wife out of here.
Feng,
How dare you make a move in my home?
I will make you.
Regret ever being born.
Do it. Get my wife out of here.
I'll double your bonus. Qinghe,
They won't do anything to me.
go.
庆和。
Mobilize everyone
Get my wife. You know what? Take my wife.
and get home safely.
Wei Chengzhou, we are already divorced.
What you're doing?
It's completely pointless.
Qinghe,
When times were toughest for us.
in that rented apartment. You promised you'd stay with me.
For the rest of your life. How can you leave me now?
The mistakes I made.
I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you. Can we please remarry?
You better give up on that idea right now.
Drive faster. Mr. Wei, our contacts.
Unidentified groups are searching everywhere.
Our plan might have been compromised. Switch to plan B. Wei Chengzhou,
Don't waste your effort. Linzhou is the Lin family's territory. You can't possibly escape.
You belong to me.
I won't let you leave me ever again.
I don't love you anymore. Can't we just part on good terms?
without you.
I'll go crazy.
What are you doing here, Chenzhou?
When I saw you coming to Linzhou alone, I was worried about you. Qinghe,
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
I came between you and Chenzhou and ruined your relationship. Please, make up. I can go abroad and live your lives forever.
I only ask
that you forgive Chenzhou.
Are you really willing to? Qinghe, as long as you return to him.
I'll leave right away.
Fine, then leave. Chengzhou, I'm leaving now.
Please take good care of yourself from now on. And take good care of our child.
What?
Can't bear to leave.
Then stay.
Book a flight abroad.
And send her away. No, please, Chenzhou.
Just give me a little more time. Let me look at our child one last time.
Take her away. Chenzhou.
郑州哥!
Honey, Jiang Yurao will never.
Appear in front of us again.
Can we start over, please? Mr. Wei.
Please keep your hands to yourself. My husband might get jealous if he sees this.
The car to our next destination.
Why isn't it here yet?
Unit 444.444.
Wei Chengzhou.
Do you really think that in Linzhou you can just take my wife away?
Lin Feng. Stealing someone else's wife.
Gives you a great sense of accomplishment, does it? The esteemed chairman of the Wei Group, breaking into a private residence with thugs, and kidnapping a hostage. Just these offenses alone are enough to put you behind bars for years.
Does it hurt? Not at all.
I can still throw a few more punches.
Lin Fu, you win this round, but I won't give up.
Qinghe 是我的.
Qinghe.
I really want to.
Send him to prison right now.
If Wei Chengzhou goes to jail, the Wei Group will be finished. After all, I put years of hard work into it. I don't want to see it ruined.
What? Still care about your ex-husband? A man like him is not worth my regret. Let me go, Lin Feng.
I won't let you get away with this.
I'll kill you.
Take him away.
Thank you, my knight, for saving his princess.
Yes.
The knight can finally be with his princess.
Forever.
Chenzhou.
I beg you, don't send me abroad.
I promise. From now on, I'll
Stay hidden and keep a low profile. I'll do whatever you want.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as you don't make me.
Leave our child. I'll do whatever it takes.
You must leave.
I'll give you a payout.
That will let you.
Live comfortably abroad.
As for our son,
I'll find him.
A good home.
Qinghe and I.
we'll have our own children.
Those will be.
My real children.
Chenzhou.
清河 is already married to Lin Feng.
And Lin Feng is
the chairman of the Lin Group. The Lin family's power is far greater than the Wei family's.
King Ge.
We'll never come back to you.
Only I truly love you. Chenzhou, I'm the only one
who truly cares about you.
Qinghe and I
have shared so many years together. She's just angry with me right now.
Once I remind her
of our memories,
she will definitely change her mind. I've booked your
flight for tomorrow.
You'd better not try any tricks. Otherwise,
you know what I'm capable of.
Okay.
I'll do as you say. If Qinghe doesn't want to raise him,
I can take
our child and live abroad.
Yura, what's wrong? Get up, quick. This, that.
I'm fine.
Did you...
Bully Yura again. Let me tell you this.
Yura
is the mother of...
my dear grandson.
Don't you dare mistreat her.
Dad.
I'm really fine.
It's just...
Chengzhou wanted to win Qinghe back. Sister Qinghe.
So he wanted me to go
abroad to lie low for a while.
No way.
You are staying with the Wei. You're not going anywhere.
If you leave,
what will happen to my precious grandson?
Su Qinghe has already
divorced you and married someone else.
Why are you still clinging to the past?
She has absolutely zero respect
for our Wei family. In my opinion, the most urgent thing now is to dilute her shares in the group and kick her out.
Chenzhou,
at this critical juncture, you mustn't make a foolish mistake.
Dad.
The Wei Group was founded by Su Qinghe and me.
From scratch. Although
I am the chairman of the group. Most of our business was built by Su Qinghe. Without Su Qinghe, the Wei Group wouldn't exist.
If Su Qinghe leaves the company,
our stock price will definitely plummet. I don't care. She thinks she has wings now, daring to leave the Wei family and remarry.
That means she has
no respect for our family at all.
Right now.
You must find a way to kick her out of the Wei Group.
Chengzhou,
I think Dad is right. Sister Qinghe
is determined
to be with Lin Feng if she tries to pull any tricks
against the Wei Group.
Right now,
then the Wei Group will be in great danger if something happens
to the Wei Group. How will you ever compete with Lin Feng? Chengzhou, during my postpartum recovery, Sister Qinghe hasn't shown up at the office. I was worried about the company.
So, I reached out on my own to
Sister Qinghe's clients. We've kept the relationship stable for now.
But,
you know, Sister Qinghe's clients are not easy to deal with.
I'm afraid that when the time comes...
That Su Qinghe actually left without a single word. Now that she's hitched herself to the wealthy Lin family.
She doesn't respect our Wei family
at all.
Chengzhou, I think
Yu Rao is quite capable.
Why don't we
let Yu Rao take over Su Qinghe's position in the group?
That way,
you can put your mind at ease.
No.
If Qinghe finds out that Zhao Yurao is still by my side,
it'll be even more impossible for her to forgive me.
Oh, Chengzhou,
just let me stay
for a few more days.
I promise. Once you find
a suitable candidate,
I'll leave immediately.
Right now, the company is in a crucial transition period.
We must have someone who knows the clients well to manage things.
It's the only way.
Alright.
For the next few days, I will personally handle the major clients.
As for the rest of them, hand them over to the sales department.
I refuse to believe
that the Wei Group
without Su Qinghe cannot function.
Chengzhou, I really think
Yu Rao is wonderful. She's not like Su Qinghe,
who is completely infertile.
How about
the two of you just get married?
Qinghe is already cured.
Stop saying things like that.
Either way, I don't care. I just like Yu Rao.
Chengzhou,
you need to think this through. Don't end up empty-handed on both sides.
Wei Chengzhou,
since you can't forget Su Qinghe,
then don't blame me
for being ruthless. A work so hard to embark on. This path to climb the social ladder.
How could I let you
drag me back to where I started? Go to hell.
Brother Tiger,
help me get rid of someone.
Who?
The Wei Group, Wei Chengzhou.
I recall. He's your old flame, isn't he?
So what?
If we get rid of Wei Chengzhou, the Wei Group will be mine.
I'm sure you'd love to see.
Your sisters strike it rich, Brother Tiger.
Sure. I'll take the job.
But
it'll cost you extra 8 million.
Deal.
But right now, I only have 5 million on hand. Once I take full control of the Wei Group,
I'll pay you the rest.
Deal.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Wei Chengzhou, I begged you, but you wouldn't give me a chance. So now, I have to send you on your way. From now on, our child will be the sole heir to the Wei Group. Don't worry, I will raise
our child well
and make sure he becomes the heir. Wei Chengzhou,
He kept saying he loved you, but then he turned around to mess around.
with that pretty face.
Doesn't he know?
That pretty face is just
Was he the culprit?
who drove you two apart.
he just couldn't accept.
that I left him so easily.
He still thought,
As long as he still loved me,
I should just wait for him in the same spot.
while he enjoyed
Useful flesh,
and expected.
emotional satisfaction.
He really wanted to have his cake and eat it too.
Let's go. Feng,
I have a meeting today with Mr. Wang of Changsheng Group.
for the shares I hold.
In Wei Group, she offered the highest bid.
We are husband and wife.
Why won't you let me help you? Honey,
I want to handle this myself. If I really can't manage,
you can step in then, okay? Alright then, I trust you. President Su. President Wang.
Ah, President Lin is here too.
Then it seems
The rumors
About you two tying the knot.
are indeed true.
you're well informed as always, President Wang.
Please have a seat.
Since you want to sell your shares in Wei Group, it seems you're fully moving over to the Lins.
I hold a 20% stake in Wei Group. Based on the current market value, it's worth at least 100 million. Is your previous offer
Still valid. President Wang.
I previously assumed that after cashing out, you would still remain at Wei Group. But looking at it now, that's probably not the case. Without you, Wei Group shares are bound to plummet. So if we stick to our previous price, it will no longer be appropriate.
knowing your typical
Investment strategy. President Wang.
You've never been one to waiting for dividends. I promised Mr. Wang that for at least a week,
I won't leave the Wei Group.
50 million.
if I sell them off slowly,
My losses.
won't exceed 10 million.
Of course.
Mrs. Su, you could always.
Sell them slowly yourself. But
If you want to cash out completely and leave, the time and energy required will be immense. And if the market changes, things could get tricky.
that's fine.
I will, in the name of the Lin family,
Release news.
of our interest in acquiring the Wei Group.
Mr. Wang.
What do you think?
Since Mr. Lin has said so,
That makes things easy. 12 million.
to buy out your 20% stake in the Wei Group.
Deal. Deal.
I'll have someone bring the contract over right away. Dinner tonight.
It's on me. We won't go home sober tonight. I'm sorry. But my wife.
Can't drink.
Then let's toast with tea instead.
Great. Cheers.
President Su.
I thought I...
Walked into the wrong office.
Sister, you're back.
Back then, Wei Chengzhou used the excuse of meeting a client to trick me into the reception room. I remember asking someone to bring my packed things back to the office. Where are my things?
Sister,
I thought you weren't coming back and planned to stay with the Lin family.
as for your things, I had someone.
Move them to the storage room.
Who gave you the right to sit in my office?
Su Qinghao. Since you've already
Latched onto the Lin family.
you should just stay there.
Obediently. Why did you come back to the Wei Group? Don't you know
That you are not welcome at the Wei Group. If you keep trying to make your presence felt in front of me, I won't go easy on you.
Su Qinghe,
You really are a fool.
you couldn't even keep your own husband in check. How does it feel to be cheated on?
Oh, by the way,
I forgot to tell you. Your husband and I didn't just hook up that one drunken night. Even after I gave birth, we've slept together several times. Su Qinghe, you will never escape the fate of being cheated on. I am still the president of the Wei Group, and you, a former secretary.
Get out of here right now. Security.
Drag her out!
President Su. Actually,
It is now Jiang Yurao who is acting in your position, President Su.
It seems I still overestimated Wei Chengzhou.
President So, why don't you?
Have a proper talk with President Wei. You are husband and wife. After all, there is always a way to work things out.
Wei Chengzhou, thank you for your ruthlessness. Now,
I can target you without any hesitation.
and go after the Wei Group. I want to see, once you have absolutely nothing, who will still stand by your side. President Su, President Su, President Su.
President Wei knows you're back, but he's away on a business trip.
He specifically asked me.
To have you wait for him in his office.
He'll be back shortly, as he wants to talk to you.
There is no longer a place for me at the Wei Group. I have no reason to stay here, and I have nothing to say to him.
President Su.
While you were away from the company, someone had to step in and take over your duties.
President Wei said,
Your position will always be reserved for you.
I didn't misunderstand him, and I only trust what I see with my own eye. I came back today intending to end things once and for all, but it seems they had already set a trap.
What's wrong, darling?
my position
Has already been taken over by Jiang Yurao. Even my office
has become hers. Perfect. Your shares,
Have all been transferred to President Wang.
between you and the Wei Group.
I have absolutely nothing to do with him anymore.
Today, the Lin Group will release,
News of acquiring the Wei Group. Once the Wei Group stock surges, Mr. Wang will dump all his shares.
and then
We will strike hard and crash their stock to the limit down.
we agreed that I'd handle this myself. Yet, you still used your funds to help me.
once my wife,
Takes complete control of the Wei Group.
the Wei Group,
Led by my wife,
will rise to new heights.
and reach its peak again.
Investing in my wife now is the absolute best timing.
It's a guaranteed profit.
Su Qinghe has returned to Yun City.
Didn't I tell you?
To do whatever it takes to keep her there.
I'm sorry, President Wei. I failed to keep Miss Su there. She asked me to tell you. To say to you. When Miss Su returned today, she found that Secretary Jiang had taken over her office.
She was furious, and he even slapped her. Jiang Yurao.
How could she take over Su Qinghe's office?
While you were away, Secretary Jiang called a director-level meeting
She announced,
that she was taking over as acting VP of marketing.
and
Even occupied Miss Su's office.
what's this?
Not authorized by you.
When did I ever authorize Jiang Yurao to replace Su Qinghe?
Get Jiang Yurao in here right now!
After Miss Su slapped Secretary Jiang, Aston Chen took Secretary Jiang to the hospital for a checkup.
I'm not sure if she's still at the company.
Should I call her now?
I'm going to find Su Qinghe myself.
Tell Jiang Yurao.
Vacate this office immediately and get out of the Wei Group.
Notify the security department. From now on, Jiang Yurao, Jiang Yu.
Is not allowed to set foot in the Wei Group.
Understood.
Didn't your mother teach you that when you bump into someone...
Help. Mr. Wei, help. Murder. The guards are killing someone.
They're killing someone!
Chenzhou, are you okay?
Qinghe.
Chenzhou?
You'll be fine. Call an ambulance, quick!
Doctor,
He'll be okay, right?
The patient went into shock due to excessive blood loss.
his condition is critical. Are you family?
Prepare for the worst.
Please, you must save him.
We will do our absolute best.
Yanchen First People's Hospital. Dad, don't worry.
Chengzhou will be fine.
Yes.
Heaven watches over Mr. Wei. He will be fine.
How is he?
How is my son?
The patient sustained injuries to his vitals. Although we stabilized him, he remains in a coma. He needs to be moved to the ICU for observation.
My son?
Don't scare your father like this! You must pull through!
Doctor,
No matter the cost, you must save him.
don't worry.
We will do everything we can.
My son. Dad, don't worry. The doctor said,
Chengzhou is out of life-threatening danger. But with Chengzhou in this state,
The Wei Group
cannot afford any more slip-ups.
Exactly.
The Wei Group is Chengzhou's life's work.
By the way, you're up.
You've been with Chengzhou for so long.
You know the company best.
You must keep the company stable.
Don't worry, Dad.
I won't let anything happen to the Wei Group.
Assistant Chen, Secretary Wu.
During this time, you must support Yura well and keep the company stable.
Yes, sir.
Now that Mr. Wei has had an accident, notify everyone in the group.
To attend the meeting?
I will temporarily assume the role of chairman.
Yes, I'll notify them right away. President Jiang.
A change in the chairmanship must be voted on by the board of directors. I must notify the board about this.
Old Mr. Wei is the group's largest shareholder. Even he has no objections. Who are you to speak out of turn?
I know.
You are a trusted aide personally promoted by Su Qinghe. I am officially notifying you now.
You
are dismissed from the position of assistant to the president. Report to the cleaning department immediately and start cleaning toilets.
Jiang Yurao, I quit.
You're nothing but a mistress who clawed her way to the top. Don't be smug for too long.
Secretary Wu.
Do you feel the same way?
Of course not.
You know.
Have a child with Mr. Wei, and old Mr. Wei adores you so much. If anything happens to Mr. Wei, you will rightfully become the leader of the Wei Group. I will certainly follow you devotedly and be at your beck and call.
I see.
That Secretary Wu is the one with real vision. Your future is boundless.
In that case,
I'll go and notify the executives about the meeting.
From now on, the Wei Group will bear the name Jiang.
Today, President Wang of Changsheng Group invited you to this dinner. She must want to thank you for the stock you gave her, which made her a lot of money.
I hope President Wang has already cashed out.
There's going to be a huge bombshell tonight. Tomorrow,
the Wei Group's stock will be worthless.
Then, congratulations in advance, President Su.
I'll soon be coming.
The major shareholder of the Wei Group.
President Su, President Lin, your presence
truly brings
great honor to Changsheng Group's dinner.
You are too kind, President Wang. Changsheng Group truly deserves its reputation as one of the top 3 investment giants. Everyone here today is a major investor from various industries.
President Su, guess who?
Will represent the Wei Group.
Here today.
The only one qualified to attend this dinner would probably be Wei Chengzhou.
You'll see in a moment.
Jiang Yurao. What is she doing here?
At the Wei Group, the one in charge now
is Jiang Yurao.
Letting Jiang Yurao take charge. Wei Chengzhou must have lost his mind.
President Wang, congratulations. This year,
Changsheng Capital's assets grew by another 10%. If you have any good projects in the future, please keep us in mind.
President Jiang,
since you are now the Wei Group's
chairman,
if there's a good project,
I will surely let you know.
Let's make money together.
Sister Qinghe,
last time,
you really hit me quite hard.
For the sake of...
Out of consideration for you being Wei Chengzhou's ex-wife, I can hold off on pressing charges.
But...
you must transfer all your shares in the Wei Group to me. I'm not unreasonable.
I can
offer you a 15% premium. It seems Wei Chengzhou was truly blind.
So let someone like you become
the chairman of the Wei Group. It seems, Sister Qinghe, you are still in the dark. Wei Chengzhou was stabbed. He's hospitalized with critical injuries. His life hanging in the balance. Could it be that Sister Qinghe's love turned to hate? And that's why
you hired someone
to stab him. If that's the case, I should actually thank you. Otherwise, how could I have ever become the president of the Wei Group?
Jiang Yurao, stop your baseless accusations. Qinghe would never do.
Something like hiring a hitman.
Sister Qinghe.
You sure are lucky in love. Right after leaving Brother Chengzhou,
you found yourself
such a handsome man. I'm truly envious. Wei Chengzhou was so good to you, and you even have a child together. How could you harm him like this? Sister Qinghe,
what are you talking about?
I have no idea what you mean.
Wei Chengzhou
is the father of my child. How could I ever harm him? On the contrary, Sister Qinghe, you are slandering me without any proof. I can sue you for defamation.
Ladies,
today is Changsheng Group's
big day.
Let's keep things civil. Do me a favor.
You want my shares?
In your dreams.
Su Qinghe, I am officially notifying you. You are fired.
Oh.
Silly me. How could I forget? Since you now have the chairman of Lin Group backing you, you probably look down on our petty president position at Wei Group, right?
Jiang Yurao,
You don't seriously think taking advantage of Wei Chengzhou's accident
will let you secure your seat in Wei Group.
as the chairman, do you?
Sister Qinghe, it seems you still don't know me well enough. You see, for someone like me, I don't care about forever, but only having owned it once. Just like Wei Chengzhou and me. As long as we had what we did, I have no regrets. But you, Sister Qinghe,
You've really surprised me.
8 years of relationship, thrown away just like that. You really have your ways, Sister Qinghe. Mr. Lin, with such a heartless woman, you'd better watch out.
A homewrecker like you doesn't deserve to speak to me.
Mr. Lin,
I'm warning you to watch your tongue.
watch your words, or you will regret it.
President Jiang,
I have a few great projects here to pitch to you.
right this way.
Don't you dare stop me later. I'm going to have the bodyguards.
Teach her a lesson.
She needs to learn her place.
Let her gloat for a while. Dealing with her will only dirty your hands.
Make the move.
Release the news.
I want to see how long that mistress can hold out.
Honey, it's your turn to make a move.
I can't wait to see that mistress break down.
Let's let it play out for a bit.
Well, seeing your ex-husband in trouble, are you dying to go check on him? I'll try not to get mad.
I have nothing to do with him anymore. I won't waste any more feelings on him.
But
Seeing my husband get so jealous actually makes me quite happy.
President Jiang, we have a problem.
Our stock is crashing.
what's going on?
Su Qinghe announced online that she is leaving the Wei Group.
Many of our suppliers and clients
Have announced.
They are terminating their partnerships with us.
And
The Lin family released word that the rumors of them acquiring us
are completely false. Our stock.
has already hit the limit down.
The Lin family. When did the Lin family ever?
Want to acquire Wei Group?
There were rumors in the market earlier that the Lin family intended to acquire us. That's why our stock surged. At that time, you weren't the chairman yet, so you didn't know about it.
Su Qinghe must be behind this. The Lin family's announcement. She must have been the one who got them to release it. She's trying to bring down the Wei Group.
So,
What do we do now, President Jiang? If the stock keeps plummeting, the shareholders will hold you accountable.
Leave for now. I'll handle this.
Yes, ma'am.
Tiger,
The Wei Group stock is crashing. We need to speed things up.
Miss Jiang,
About that chairman's seat.
You've only been in the seat for 2 days.
and you're already struggling. You're really disappointing me.
Tiger! Stop teasing me. How much longer will it take on your end?
About a month.
Right now, many of Wei Group's suppliers have terminated their contracts. You can set up a few shell companies to partner with Wei Group. I'll fast-track the contract approvals.
I'll find some debt bearers to set things up. Give me about a week. I will tie up all of Wei Group's cash.
and lock it all down. Great.
I'm counting on you then, Tiger.
When the time comes,
We'll make a fortune together.
We'll make a fortune together. Just sit back and count the money.
Su Qinghe,
Even if you destroy the Wei Group, so what? It won't stop me from making money. This mess, I'll leave it for Wei Chengzhou to clean up.
Chenzhou, you're awake.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Easy, easy.
Don't you remember? You were stabbed.
You were in the ICU for 5 days. Before you were out of danger.
How long was I unconscious?
You've been out for 7 days.
Don't move.
I'll go call the doctor. Just stay still.
Secretary Hu, how is the company doing right now?
Mr. Wei, you're awake. Yes, Mr. Wei.
President Su has issued a statement withdrawing from the Wei Group. Many suppliers and clients have already announced that they are terminating cooperation with us. Our stock has hit the limit down repeatedly, and over half of our market value has been wiped out. President Jiang has no idea what to do.
The shareholders are already in an uproar.
A board meeting is scheduled for tomorrow. Mr. Wei, you need to come back right away.
President Jiang,
Which President Jiang?
Jiang Mr. Wei has been letting Jiang Yurao take over for you to run the Wei Group.
Didn't I tell you to?
Take her out of the company.
How could she be running the Wei Group?
Mr. Wei, you were unconscious this whole time.
And the other Mr. Wei insisted on having Jiang Yurao take over as the acting chairman. There was nothing we could do.
Hey, Chengzhou!
Chengzhou?
Your wounds haven't healed yet. You shouldn't get out of bed yet.
I must return to the company immediately.
Oh, what's the rush?
Let the doctor.
Examine you first.
Doctor.
The wound is healing well. After spending several days in the ICU, it's a miracle you survived. For now, you just need to rest well.
And recover.
I want to be discharged right now.
Chengzhou?
Your health comes first. Even if it's extremely urgent, you must wait until you recover before dealing with it.
Dad.
Do you have any idea?
Because you let Jiang Yurao
Run the company.
The Wei Group now
Is on the brink of bankruptcy.
If I can't attend tomorrow's shareholders meeting, then the Wei Group might no longer belong to the Wei family.
What?
How could this be?
Doctor, please help me.
Who is it?
Putting that wretched Jiang Yurao in the chairman's seat. Look at how much the shares of Wei Group have plummeted now.
Replace her! Even putting a dog in that position would be better than Jiang Yurao.
But right now, Wei Chengzhou is still lying in the hospital in a coma. Who else can take over this position?
Dear shareholders, hello everyone.
Jiang Yurao? What right do you have to be here? This is a board meeting. You're just a mistress with 0 shares. Get the hell out of here!
Get out!
How dare you sit there drinking red wine? Get up!
Everyone, though I'm not a shareholder, I am the acting chairman, personally appointed by President Wei himself, now that the company is in this state.
Can you really blame me?
If you want to blame someone,
Blame her.
Su Jinghe, she is the one who took the company's clients and poached them all away. Naturally, they followed her. With the company in this state, no one would be able to turn the tide. I advise you all,
Too quickly.
sell off all the shares you hold. You might still save some of your losses.
Is this the solution you came up with?
If you hadn't ruined their marriage, would President Wei and President Su end up like this? At the end of the day,
It is all the fault of a mistress like you.
When I first took office, none of you seemed to have any objections. Now that the company is short on funds, you all jump out to blame me. How very calculating of you. If you're all dissatisfied with me, I can step down from the chairman's position.
Won't. Since President Wei is absent.
Even with all your shares combined, you still won't have enough to pass a resolution.
Jiang Yurao, get lost.
Chengzhou哥,
You're awake?
I'm so happy.
Jiang Yurao, you've changed.
Maybe who I am now
is the real me.
Jiang Yurao, has our Wei family ever treated you badly?
What do you
Stand to gain from doing this?
I don't accept that accusation. I was just incompetent. But the way you put it makes it sound like I wanted to ruin the Wei Group on purpose. Your ex-daughter-in-law is the one who caused all this. What does it have to do with me?
It was only because you are carrying a child for the Wei family.
Then I trusted you. And this is how you repay me?
Trust.
I am nothing but a tool to carry on the family line for the wise. If you truly trusted me, why didn't you give me even a single share of the Wei Group? I have to ask you for money just to buy a handbag. This kind of life, I've had enough of it long ago.
You.
I truly regret betraying Qinghe for someone like you. Qinghe.
How touching. You sound so intimate. Listen to this. Even though Mr. Wei got dumped, he's still making excuses for her.
Wei Chengzhou.
You're always like this. Always wanting to have your cake and eat it too. By the way, let me tell you this. We are completely finished.
You don't even want your own son!
I'm leaving him to the Wei family.
You. Dad. Let her go.
Mr. Wei, you're finally back.
Yes, Mr. Wei. The Wei Group is currently in turmoil.
Now that you're here.
We can all rest easy.
Indeed. President Wei.
We are counting on you completely.
Rest assured, everyone. Although
We've lost many of our long-term clients. Our core business is still intact. As long as we secure new clients, our company can certainly be revived.
Jiang Yurao is such an ungrateful trait. We should never have let a wolf into our house in the first place.
now,
She's abandoned even the child. She is truly wicked.
that's enough, Dad.
Let's not talk about it anymore.
President Wei.
You're back. Just how bad are things at the company?
Right now,
Our stock has already fallen below its IPO price. If there's no positive news soon, we might be flagged with ST status. Our cash flow.
How did it get this low?
Miss Zhang signed contracts with some new suppliers and brought in new clients.
But
they all require capital advances from the group.
Give me the files on the new suppliers and the new clients. These new suppliers and clients
Don't even have the most basic qualification.
some are even new companies established less than a month ago. How did our company's audit department
even approve this?
These were all signed by Miss Zhang, directly using the official seal, without going through the audit department.
强取手
Chen Zhou, you're here.
Long time no see.
Old classmates. Chen Zhou,
What happened to you?
It's nothing. Just a minor injury.
where is Qinghe?
Why didn't she come with you? Qinghe, she had some things to take care of.
I went abroad right after graduation and just returned to China this year. Eh? How are you and Qinghe doing these days? You must have a few kids by now, right? I must say, the way you two started from scratch back then to achieve what you have today was truly not easy.
Yeah.
Back then, the two of you were on campus, widely known as a match made in heaven.
Eh? I still remember how you, just to catch a glimpse of Su Qinghe, waited downstairs at a girl's door for the entire night.
Yeah.
I loved Qinghe so much back then.
After we graduated,
We lived in a tiny rented apartment.
completely broke.
I said I didn't need anything, as long as Qinghe stayed by my side forever. Did I really forget all of that?
Qinghe.
Who is this handsome guy next to you?
This is my husband, Lin Feng.
The Lin Feng from the Lin family in Linzhou?
Yes, I am indeed from the Lin family of Linzhou.
Qinghe.
Impressive!
It's been so many years since we graduated.
And this year,
It's our very first reunion. Let's toast to our reunion.
Cheers!
Since I returned to start my own business, you're the veteran here, Qinghe. You got to help me out.
Qinghe, in the future.
You must look after, as old classmates.
Indeed, President Su, when it comes to business in the future, please give us a hand.
All right, please go ahead and eat.
I'll go to the restroom. Qinghe.
Hui Chenzhou, you're drunk.
Qinghe, can you really let it go?
What about our 8 years together? Do you still remember back then? In that tiny rented apartment? We had nothing to our names.
But we were so happy.
You once told me
That you would never leave me.
To fulfill
My mother's dying wish. And build the Wei Group. You even gave up a high-paying job at a major corporation.
Weren't you the one who left first? I told you before. If you ever betrayed me, I would leave instantly. Did you forget when you got another woman pregnant? I chose to forgive you that once, but you thought I could never leave you. So you shamelessly
brought a mistress.
in front of me to flaunt it.
Qinghe.
I was wrong. I was so wrong. Now the Wei Group is on the brink of bankruptcy. Jiao Yurao took advantage of client terminations to set up numerous shell companies
Siphoning off all of the group's cash.
and transferring it out. The company now can't even pay the employees' salaries for next month.
What does that have to do with me? I had already transferred all of my shares in the Wei Group. The Wei Group has absolutely nothing to do with me anymore.
The company is our life's work.
Have you forgotten?
Back then, to entertain clients, you drank until your stomach bled.
Now,
How could you just sell off your shares?
So you do remember. You just took all my sacrifices completely for granted.
Qinghe. No, that's not true.
The Wei Group was built from scratch by the two of us. It's just like our child.
From start to finish.
The Wei Group only belonged to the Weis. That 20% of the shares was what I spent all these years, working myself to the bone to earn.
Your father.
always thought of me as the Wei Group's hired dog.
All these years.
Did you ever speak up for me even once?
清河
Please help the Wei Group.
Can you really bear to watch everything we built together be ruined like this?
清河 清河 Wei Chengzhou, how do you still have the nerve to come here?
And beg Qinghe.
Didn't you?
Already let your mistress kick Qinghe out of the company.
What are you pretending for now?
What are you pretending for now?
That was Jiang Yurao.
She took advantage of my coma in the hospital.
To do that.
It wasn't what I wanted at all. How could I ever kick Qinghe out?
Let's go. Qinghe, Wei Chengzhou, between us, everything is completely over from now on.
You are on your own.
Pinghan.
Have I really lost you?
Wei Chengzhou looked so pathetic just now. Didn't you feel any pity for him at all?
My heart for him died a long time ago.
That's more like it.
The Wei Group stock has already hit rock bottom. We can start the acquisition now. I really didn't expect Jiang Yurao would dare to touch the Wei Group's money. However much she stole, she will have to spit it all back out.
As for me, I can't wait to see the look on her face when that happens.
Let's go. Brother Hu.
Sis, the money's already in your account.
Sis, the money's already in your account.
Landed squeaky clean.
Thanks, Brother Hu.
Someone's been snooping around lately. I suggest you go lay low for a while. I was planning to leave soon anyway.
Alright. Wait, I'm rich now.
What is there that I can't buy? All I need to do now is get out of here.
Jiang Yurao! You still have the nerve to show your face here.
I was just about to leave.
Are you really abandoning your own son?
Isn't this child a Wei family's precious little darling? What does he have to do with me? Ever since Wei Chengzhou decided to send me abroad, I stopped seeing him as my son.
And to think I treated you like my own daughter! Is this how you repay me?
The Wei family is on the brink of bankruptcy. I'm afraid even this villa will be auctioned off to pay your debts. Do you seriously expect me to stay here and slave away for your disgusting father and son, like some beast of burden?
Someone, get in here!
Dad! Jiang Yurao, how dare you touch my dad? Dad, are you okay? Get up, quick!
Wei Chengzhou, I didn't even touch him. The old man tried to grab me, and I just dodged him.
Jiang Yurao.
I didn't go looking for trouble with you, yet you have the nerve to run wild in my house.
Wei Chengzhou, we've already broken up. I only came back to get my things.
Fortunate.
You didn't agree to marry me back then. Otherwise, breaking up now would have been a hassle. By the way, I've decided to take your advice and leave the country.
As for you and the child,
see how well behaved I've been.
You...
Wei Chengzhou, did you really think I had to respect you? You used to be the chairman of the Wei Group, wealthy and powerful. I had to rely on you to make a living. But now that the Wei Group is bankrupt, you still expect me to show you respect.
Jiang Yurao, you'll die a miserable death.
Chengzhou.
For the sake of this woman, you divorced Su Qinghe. Now the Wei Group is facing bankruptcy. How will the two of us, grandfather and grandchild, survive in the future?
Wei Chengzhou.
I might as well tell you the truth. I'm already a billionaire now.
What kind of man can I find?
A divorced man like you is beneath me.
Jiang Yurao, you embezzled company assets. I'll make sure you rot in prison.
Do you have any proof?
I'm about to go abroad and enjoy my life for the sake of you being the child's father. When you end up begging on the streets, I can throw some spare change your way.
You...
Where do you think you're going, President Jiang?
Su Qinghe? This is the Wei residence. What are you doing here?
Officers!
She is Jiang Yurao.
Jiang Yurao.
You are suspected of using fraudulent contracts to embezzle company assets.
The evidence is now conclusive. Please come with us.
It wasn't me! I didn't do it!
Take her away. Su Qinghe.
How dare you touch me? Wei Chengzhou treated you like dirt, yet you're still helping him?
I'm the major shareholder of the Wei Group now. What's wrong with taking back my own money? What does this have to do with Wei Chengzhou?
Brother Chengzhou, save me! For the sake of me being the child's mother. Help me!
Go to hell.
Chengzhou.
Hello,
120? We need an ambulance here.
Qinghe, thank you.
All the shares you pledged, I have bought them all. As for the other shareholders' shares, they are now in my hands as well. I now own over 50% of the shares. Tomorrow, I will convene a board meeting to officially remove you as chairman.
Thank you for stepping in. At least the Wei Group won't go bankrupt, and it won't be carved up by others.
I will rename the Wei Group to the Su Group and officially take over as chairman. Your father still holds some shares in the company. The future dividends will be more than enough to support you all.
Thank you.
For leaving us a way out.
Honey, let's head out. Everything is finally settled. Let's take a couple of days to relax.
Before heading back to Linzhou. Okay.